As COVID cases continue to surge, a troubling rise in the number of deaths. Near the peak of the pandemic, there were 1,003 deaths recorded back on April 14th, 2020. 0 deaths as recently as last summer on June 23rd. But today, Governor Hochul revealing there were 103 deaths yesterday across New York State. And that is the first time deaths have hit the triple digits since vaccinations became widely available.
And despite the surge, the mayor is urging businesses to bring their workers back to the office.
He says the city's economic health depends on it. CBS 2 political reporter Marcia Kramer has more.
Scores of New York businesses and Wall Street financial institutions may have delayed plans to bring their employees back to the office because of the record-setting surge in COVID infections. But Mayor Eric Adams is urging them to change their minds.
We must get open. You can't run New York City from home. We must have everyone participate in our financial ecosystem to allow the low-skilled, unskilled, and people who are doing the hourly employees to actually be part of our ecosystem. They can't remotely do their job.
The mayor pointing out that the people who work in big business here make it possible for other businesses to thrive, from hot dog carts and restaurants to dry cleaners and beauty salons.
I need my companies back open and operating. You can't run a city like New York on 30% occupancy in buildings. We need to get back to business and open our city.
But officials at the Partnership for New York City tell CBS 2 that most companies here are making decisions on a week-to-week basis and have told their employees that forgoing telecommuting to return to their desks will be voluntary at least through the end of January. This as the mayor continued to talk about the possibility of mandating that all municipal workers get booster shots. Several agencies, from the NYPD to the Emergency Medical Service, have been hard hit by higher than normal absences due to the pandemic. Cops have had to do double shifts, and the city's ambulance system has been so understaffed that the fire department has told crews to discourage stable patients with flu-like symptoms from going to the hospital.
We're going to look at if we have to mandate it. If we do, we will do it. But right now, we're not there yet.
Meanwhile, Governor Hochul said the number of people testing positive from COVID was down to 51,698 because fewer people got tested over the holiday weekend. But the positivity rate rose to 23.17%, with an increase in hospitalizations and deaths.
So our numbers are misleading today. Those numbers are probably going to be much higher tomorrow. They didn't go from nearly 90,000 to 51,000. That is simply a function of people not getting tested over the weekend.
The governor said she was especially concerned about the increase in people being admitted to hospitals.
These numbers are rather shocking.
The governor has opened new testing sites at SUNY campuses around the state, including at Stony Brook on Long Island and at SUNY Purchase in Westchester. In the newsroom, I'm Marcia Kramer, CBS 2 News.
And hospitalization rates are so high in some parts of New York right now that 21 hospitals have suspended non-essential elective surgeries.